Alright, first things first, welcome or welcome back to the channel, and I hope that you are having a great day. This is going to be the second old school RuneScape video on my channel, and this one is going to be the loot for my first ever Hydra task, as well as kind of my impressions of it, and I did do the entire task at the Alchemical Hydra, so we did make a good bit of money, as well as get pretty lucky with the drops, so it should be a pretty exciting video if you decide to stick it through. Also, this is my cat, Apollo. Cute little bean. But other than that, I decided to sort of start the video off with a ranged kill and then a melee kill, like just a full kill of each of the styles to not really do a guide, but to kind of show you how a typical kill goes. And then other than that, if you do manage to enjoy the video, please drop me a like and a subscribe, because it does mean a lot trying to grow the channel. So other than that, I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so I decided to go with ranged first. I'll be using the Dragon Hunter crossbow. If you can, I really recommend getting it and using it for this boss, but the main things to remember is you really need the Boots of Brimstone unless you have the Elite Diary done, which I do not, so I have to set up Brimstone. But even if you're just rocking a blowpipe here, I mean, the kills are still really doable. I've seen a lot of videos of people just killing this boss with the blowpipe, including Mr. No Sleep has a video about killing 1,000 Alchemical Hydra. So you can check that out and see exactly how he does it there. But I decided to go with the first kill of the trip, because the first kill, getting the setup, is always the weirdest. And I'll do the same thing with when I do the melee kill, but this isn't really meant to be a full guide or anything, but I just figured I'd get a kill so you can see what a full kill really looks like. So he's attacking me with mage first, and I gotta run to this first square to drag him onto this vent. He'll attack 3 times, and then he'll change his prayer, or change what you need to pray. You gotta normally run out of the way before you get hit by those acid pools, or those acid things. So he's been hurt by that first vent, which means I can drag him over this way, and he's not actually on this vent yet. And we just got to whittle him down until one of the heads comes off, and then we can drag him onto this vent and get him into, because he'll be in the blue phase then. But I have a feeling this kill is going to go a little funny already, because we're doing basically no damage. Oh, there we go. That's a nice 100. He might do the poison attack again here. I'm just going to move as if he is. Yep, he is. So that's fine. So he's going to go into blue phase now. Once he goes into blue, you move here. It drags him one more. And then normally you're not going to have acid right there. And you're going to want to run all the way into 7, because once he starts doing that lightning attack, once he gets out the 4th one, you're going to want to start running this way. I take that opportunity to eat up. He just changed again, so I need to pray mage. Moving like that makes you take no damage from the lightning. And then I usually move him right onto it, so once he turns red, he will already be on the vent that weakens him. And then I just get up nice, close, and personal with him. Right here. So we are actually doing a ton of damage here. He just switched, so I need to pray mage again. But so this is very important. This is the fire. You have to do a weird movement to dodge it. You wait a second and then you move, and it'll trap the fire right here. If you don't do that movement, you're going to end up getting chased around by the fire and taking quite a good bit of damage. So it's really important. Oh, I see I messed up. He's going to Jad now. Just going to alternate. That's his 3rd. After his 3rd, you move, because he's going to shoot poison again. And then you just keep alternating. Mage, now I pray range. Now I pray mage. It's pretty simple from that point on until he eventually goes down. And let's see, what do we get? Rune plate body, rune plate legs, some Hydra bones, and some coins. That's not bad. Not bad value at all. Alright, so now the melee kill will be next. Alright, so now we are moving on to the melee kill. I'm going to do one full kill with melee gear. If you are a main account, I really don't recommend doing this unless you have a Dragon Hunter Lance, as it is just going to take a lot longer. Your damage is going to be nowhere near as high as it would be even, I think, just with the blowpipe. But I guess some of that's also based on stats. But so I would imagine you kind of want to wait for him to be sort of near the vent like he is now before going in. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in for it. And you really want to, oh, he's so strange. You need to get him onto the vent and then get ready to dump a spec on him here. Then you want to move. Oh, I have the wrong prayer on. That's okay. So we hit him with one spec and he's taking damage from the vent. So now we can just keep damaging him here until he turns blue, and then we'll drag him over. Switch. Not getting really lucky. You're not hitting very high. There's a decent hit. There's a good one. 44 damage. Let's go. He's going to be switching really soon. Yep, there it is. So now you just drag him on over. And then he's lined up in the right spot for the vent. So see, he did the RAR. So now he's damage, and now we can switch prayer. And really soon now he's going to do the lightning. Yep. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you start. Oh, I didn't run fast enough, so I'm going to get hit by 1 lightning here. That's all right though. Lightning doesn't do a lot of damage. It really just kind of stuns you. So now I've run over, dragged him onto this vent. Now we just get over here and keep DPSing him down. Switch to range because he just switched, and now he's red. This one's not really any harder until the like you have to do the weird dodging mechanic here, and then when he goes to do the acid when he's in his final phase, you just have to move earlier so that you can get the acid to be placed in the right spot so that you can keep DPSing him right after. So we'll try to make that happen for the video, but we'll find out. So he's gonna start with ranged here. That's 2, and that's 3. So he should, yep, so he shot the acid over here. So that's kind of how I'd get him to switch the, like get the acid not where it's on me to do damage to me. But it's as easy as that. Pretty quick, pretty easy kill. I mean, it's not too bad doing it melee. It's just a little different. Getting the setup at the beginning is a little harder. Ooh, perfect timing. Get the nice little combat achievement there. All right, so this part might be a little bit cringy in the chat in the game, but I was pretty excited about this. I knew after I'd completed the Vorkath grind that since I did not, spoilers, manage to get the jar from the Vorkath grind, I was really hoping to get a jar from an upcoming boss, and I managed to get the Alchemical Hydra one, and I was super excited to do a little level boosting there and then use the T to be able to place the Alchemical Hydra layer in it. But that's all. I was very excited about it. I hope you can enjoy the rest of the video. One thing I thought would be fun would be to get a new Slayer helmet, because I did manage to get the Alchemical Hydra heads, and with this it would make my third unique Slayer helmet. I have the black one for the KBD heads and the purple one for the Scotizo, I believe it's Dark Claws, but I figured no one better to talk to for it than Konar, since she assigns the task for the Hydras themselves. So go down and we will unlock a use more head. Learn how to combine a Hydra head with your Slayer helmet to theme it like the Alchemical Hydra. I do have just over 1,000 points because that was my 10th task in a row when completing the Hydra task, so kind of worked out perfectly. So we will spend 1,000 points. All right, so now in theory, combine the Alchemical Hydra heads with your helm. Yes. Oh my god, it looks so sick. Oh, that looks amazing. So now I'll have to spend a little bit of time at Nightmare Zone to make sure I get enough points to imbue it, but it looks amazing. Alright, so over the course of this Slayer task, we did manage to go slightly over the drop rate of Brimstone Keys. We had 184 Hydra to kill, and we were rewarded with 5 Brimstone Keys, when that drop is 1 in 40. So I figured it would be nice to open them up, and then we can just add those to the price check at the end of the video. So let's get to opening. 130 magic looks, that's not bad. Diamonds, 2 rune plate legs, that could be better. Oh no, 3 rune full helms, 1 more. And 4 rune full helms. All right, so what does this total come out to be? So from those 5 Brimstone Keys, we made out like almost 430k. I mean, that's not bad. It's just extra money. Helps to cover the supply cost a little bit, because if you kill most of it with ranged like I did, your supplies are going to cost a hefty amount. I accidentally just got my next Slayer task through Konar, but that's okay. I meant to click past her. Alright, well, I guess my next Slayer task is 241 gargoyles. All right, one thing I did decide to do before taking everything out of the loot tab and price checking it before selling it off was to withdraw all the coins, because this boss does drop just a ton of coins in itself, plus a ton of alchables as well. So in order to conserve space and have longer trips, so you don't have to bank as often, I did a lot of the alchable drops, and the coins along with the alchables came out to a flat almost 4.2 mil in itself. Plus I did decide to withdraw all of the runes that RuneLite tracked that the boss dropped me, so that because I didn't want to move the rune spots in my bank to move them to the loot tab, I figured I would just subtract the runes from the runes I already had when the grind started. So other than that, we will now go into the bank and withdraw the entire loot tab. Oh, I might as well leave the Hydra's Eye in there because that doesn't really do me anything right now. I don't think we'll have enough room to price check everything in one inventory. So I guess that'll leave everything except for the Dragon Throne Axe and the Dragon Knives. So we'll go ahead and we will deposit all of this. That already puts us at 26.427 mil. The Hydra leather is a nice chunk of change in that. So we're going to just sell this stuff off, and then I will come back in, grab the last bit of it, and then sell that off, and we'll get a total at the end of it. Alright, after selling off everything in the loot tab other than the Hydra's Eye and taking out all of the coins I did manage to get just as drop and as alchables, we did end up walking away with just over 26 million GP from the grind. I will say the profit is probably more along the lines of maybe 24 mil, maybe 24.5 mil, just because when you're killing it with range, you tend to use a lot of supplies, mainly in the ruby dragon bolts I was using. But so if you kill it with melee, it might be a little bit harder, but not too much harder, but you won't use as many supplies, so the supply cost would be a little bit less. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give me a like and subscribe, and maybe go head on over to Twitch, where I stream old school RuneScape and League of Legends content, as well as Hogwarts Legacy a little bit. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day.